What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the new Tonans Titan laser versus every single Titan in War Robot. Starting with the kit, the Sharanga has 4 times Onslaught Reactor and 3 maxed Tonans. One of them almost kills half the entire kit, all 3 of them insta-delete the whole thing. The same will go with the Minos, however the reflector of the Minos saves the Minos from getting one-shotted. Strangely enough, due to the extra damage done by Tonans versus Titans, which apparently doesn't translate with the reflecting damage coming back, I barely hurt myself shooting into the reflector, which is very unusual. Normally I should have probably almost killed myself with that shot, but I didn't somehow. So the increased damage does not translate into increased damage coming back from reflectors. Very interesting and weird. Now here we have a full Nodens. Boop! One single shot and bye-bye Nodens. This is going to be very interesting later on in this video versus Luchador, versus Heimdall with physical shield, Aether with physical shield, and of course the Rook Titan. So stay tuned. Also, the winners for the 200 Ophion robots that we had as a giveaway really recently will come in the next video, okay? So last chance, participate in the giveaway. It's up here in the top right corner. The next video will announce the winners. And also, if you like the content, ladies and gents, stay tuned. Here I made a little bit of an oopsie. I fired with the with the Ming and pop goes the Sharanga. Well, I guess that serves as our Sharanga kill in that case, because the Ming with 4 weapons has not so much different firepower from the Sharanga with all 3 heavies. By the way, what you just saw here is the Ming getting hit by only a single Tonans. I knew that all 3 will just completely overkill it, so I just fired a single Tonans with the increased damage of the full power ability from the Sharanga. Almost killed an entire Ming. Can you believe it? So all 3 of them together, of course, do the job 2 times over. So if there was 2 Mings in one, they would have both died. Then we have here the Muhammeds, which has a defense system, aka stealth, that once it's gone, well, it's pretty worthless. And so it's gone now. Sharanga says bye-bye, friend, and pop goes the Muhammeds. This is a super quick kill, which is normal for this sort of weapon. The Indra, well used, and we're simulating this a little bit with myself. It stays alive for a little one-shot, and then, you know, if you get hit fully, it's one-hit kill for the Indra. This weapon is by far too powerful for Titans, against Titans. I don't know why it needs to be this powerful for considering 800 meters range. I think it should dial down a little, but 3 shots against the Aether Titan, which is not surprising during the force field ability, dealing also a lot of damage to the Sharanga, if you can see here, just by the laser beam coming from the Aether Titan. Very interesting. How much I did not expect this much damage only from the laser from the Aether Titan to be transferred. That kind of surprised me when I played this here. A little similar test right here with a Sirius Titan, using first only its sonic weapon turret to see how much damage this does before we shoot the Sirius. And again, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine how long it took me to record all this? Because I had to earn 2 Titans for 2 players for every single test. And at the end, of course, you're gonna get some gameplay from the actual matches with this Sharanga. So yeah, again, if you like the content, ladies and gents, stay tuned. I'm trying to focus more on quality content with less frequency rather than putting out a million different videos. And just try and raise my video quality somewhat. So this was a bit of a mistake right here. I have a fail. I was gonna just shoot the Sharanga for a second. Turns out I immediately almost killed the whole thing with this new Titan right there, and the Newton Titan. And so I wasn't able to one-shot the Newton now, because one of our 3 weapons is missing on the Sharanga. But you can see that was 50% of the firepower. If you add... No, that was 2 out of 3 weapons. If you add another 33.3% to that, that would be a one-hit kill against the Newton Titan. So even the Newton Titan gets a complete one-hit kill. It has a lot of health, the Newton. No defensive abilities, which I don't think it's going to become the meta Titan, but it definitely has lots of HP, and it got one-shotted as well from the Sharanga. That is just insane. Here we have the Aether, and this is going to be interesting with the physical shield. So full power activated, all 3 weapons. Here we go. Pop! Shield is even still there. That was more than a full Titan that already would have gotten killed. Didn't get killed because the Aether does have those massive shields. Second shot, without the full power ability, breaks one of the shields and deals some increased damage. Then we turn the shield sideways, so we have the remaining shield getting hit first. Full power activated, and this time it's no match. Pop! three-hit kill against the Arthur, which is interesting because the Arthur is one of the, it's the first Titan in the game together with the other starters, and apparently it can absorb 2 full shots, and that is pretty crazy, considering this thing pretty much one-shots everything else, including the Newton, that is a brand new Titan coming on the test server, so very nice. Of course, Rook will change things, and Luchador may also do it. We're giving the Luchador a bit of a chance here, using his reflector from the jump. That is what it looks like when you get hit during your jump reflector. Then we activate the actual reflector, and we fire all 3 shots right here without full power, though. It still gets him killed, though. All 3 shots even still get him killed. Then we have the Heimdall, also interesting because he's got a physical shield in the front. So, yeah, we're suppressing. We shot the Sharanga, but after the suppression wears off, we activate full power into the physical shield of the Heimdall. Boom! So you can see which other Titan would have been already completely killed from this shot. This physical shield in the middle of the Heimdall basically protected him kind of like half a Titan amount of HP. It's like half your Titan in terms of HP that you save from that physical shield. Now I'm activating the healing, but it doesn't really matter what I do now. The next shot will simply obliterate the Heimdall no matter what, and pop, there he goes. Boom. So, alright, so swapping into the next one, which is now the Rook. And for this, I actually have 2 tests going because there's 2 different things going on, okay? So we're starting to fly. And you see pop, full power ability, and we broke through the physical middle shield, and we dealt like 30% damage. Now the thing is though, you must know that all Titans shown in this video have been fully equipped with repair amplifiers. On other Titans it doesn't matter because they immediately die from 1 shot or from 2 shots, so they don't have the time to trigger the max stack amount of the repair amplifier. And we have this here also on the Rook, and this is what makes the Rook a complete ridiculous broken thing in my opinion. The repair amplifier and the fact that he has so much health and can restore so much health, and that he can get those maxed repair amplifier stacks of 60, meaning you can no longer bypass its resistance and mitigate it even with level 25 Alpha Titan weapons. And yeah, so basically from this point on, you see he's got 46 stacks. He repairs 1 more time, brings up a shield. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. I shot the Sharanga once. Now he only fires with 2 weapons. Whoops. That's why we have a second test coming up right after. Now, I'm also playing the Rook a little bit like a human player would play it, holding up the side shields and so on. Holding up the wrong side shield here, which also human players do sometimes, believe it or not. And then we are answering pop again here into his vulnerability. But you saw here, he has the 6 max stacks of his amplifier, of the repairs going. In the left, you see it. And that means from now on, we no longer bypass resistance of the Titan. And that means even with shields down, it doesn't matter. The Titan just doesn't take the damage. He just eats it away. He just absorbs it with resistance now due to the... And that really is what makes the Rook the complete broken thing. Because now you see the Rook has like 60-70% health, but already has the max stacks of his repair amps, which means even with 60-70% health, he is basically invincible now. And that really is the thing. Other Titans can maybe get that max stack, but they will be around 20-15% health at that time, so there isn't too much that they have to, absorb in the end. You can still drop him afterwards, and that's, I think, how the repair amplifier was always designed to work. To be like a thing that saves you at the last 10-15% and makes it incredibly hard to kill these last 15%. The problem is it doesn't work on the Rook because he has that insane HP pool and that insane ridiculous amount of restore all the time with the shields and everything, so you end up into this problem that he's invincible at 70%, and that is the big thing. Now we're restarting the test. This time I'm not going to sacrifice one of my shields, and you saw this one shot almost killed the entire Rook. Every other Titan would have been a one shot, but the Rook, despite having healing and these physical shields and the mobility jump, gets to have the highest amount of HP too, and so he survived that one shot. And the stacks are being filled and filled and filled, and no much longer. No, it's already here. Now we're already 60 stacks on the repair amp. So from this point on, the damage coming in is marginal. We're propping fresh shields on, and despite his shields being kind of still down, and despite he has us firing with all 3 Sharanga weapons. Remember, every single one of these shots insta kills a Titan. Every single one of those shots instantly kills an entire Tonans. kills 2 Ao Mings in one salvo, and we're just hammering and hammering. Imagine how much more one Rook is compared to 1 Nodens, 1 Ao Ming, or the other Titans. Just, you can see it right here. This one Rook is basically 20 other Titans in terms of survivability. Which leads me to one conclusion: if you don't instantly kill the Rook in the face before he gets his full repair amp stacks full, if you don't bring 3-4 players to instantly kill him, not allowing to continuously recharge and fill the stacks up, you basically won't be able to ever kill this thing again. It's the only chance to kill it if you bring 4 Titans simultaneously at 1 Rook and just snack him immediately before those stacks are filled. Because later, you're not gonna do it anymore. And now imagine 6 players in a full meta clan rocking this. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nothing. Oh, you're gonna call the Ghostbusters maybe. So, yeah, that's the this test. Let's get into the actual gameplay. And try and have some fun. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Yeah. or you call Manni-Gaming to do some Rook nukes for you. Although, in all admittance, in all honesty, not even a Manni-Gaming would be able to kill that Rook, because as you've seen, it simply becomes invincible. So no matter what you do, you're just not going to kill it anymore. At least after the full stacks are running. In any case, I thought this was a very interesting test. Right here of the new Tonans weapon. We have a Newton Titan with us making the Rooks fly, which definitely makes this Newton Titan an interesting choice, especially in combination with these type of weapons. You know that Pixonic always aligns the release of a Titan, for example, with its new Titan weapon. So there's a new Titan coming up. It's going to be exceptionally good with that new weapon that comes together with it, right? And that is, excuse me, also the case here with the Newton Titan and these weapons. Although, of course, those weapons work very well also on other Titans, as you have seen here throughout this video. But the Newton will allow you to whoop up the enemy Titan out of cover and just blast him in that time. But again, you can blast as much as you want. If a Rook is simply invincible, then he's simply invincible. Look at this poor guy. That's an Ao Ming up there. You know how many Ao Mings we kill with one shot? That's right, at least 2 of them. Zang, there he goes. So, and here comes a funny moment, by the way. I'm activating my airstrike on him. The new, what's it called, battleship? I don't know, the new battleship thingy that fires multiple shots at 1 Titan and dealing increased Titan damage. And so we have some support from the Bulava Sharanga, and then it looks like I get the kill from his weapons, but it's the Kale battleship that does the kill back down on the ground. It said it on the ground. When I was playing this, I thought the game miscalculated the damage, and that was his damage that got added to my bill. I thought the game made a mistake while I was playing this. And then I saw, while I'm recording and cutting this video later in post-editing, during editing, I saw, it's the Kale battleship that got the kill. You know, I didn't connect this in my head because I sent the battleship so much earlier, but it keeps shooting for a longer time, and so I was the one getting that kill. That's quite funny, actually. Yeah, so we're still in the game here, kicking some damage. Of course, many people are playing the Rook on the test server, and as such, the Rooks, are rather dominant, but I can save myself for a bit here, and, you know, afterwards, nothing really happened. We won this match. This guy got killed by the Sharanga, and that is it. Hopping into the next match, I skip it because I wasn't really able to do much more damage. Here, I just used my full power ability before. That means the next shot will have 50% less firepower. So I'm basically firing with only 3 heavy Tonans instead of firing with, oh god, 4.5. So let's see how this looks against this almost full Titan in the distance right there. Zoop! There we go. You don't need the extra 50. You can kill one-shot Titans without 50% increased damage. That guy spawning his Indra, if I had seen his Indra spawn a second earlier, I would have swapped to him as a target, would have instantly deleted that Indra the moment he spawns into the game. He wouldn't have even had the chance to activate his ability. He just spawn pop death in 1 single second. Imagine how crazy that would have been for him on his device. Maybe, thankfully, we didn't get to do that, because that would have been just so much ridiculous, but Yeah, I kind of would have liked to see it too. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could have shown you that too. But for the fun factor, and this is always something to keep in mind for a multiplayer game, right? A competitive multiplayer shooter. The fun factor should always be considered in development of things. The fun factor of getting one-shotted for the other side isn't particularly high. So I wonder if Pixonic should not, if it's not appropriate to. By the way, here we got hooked by the Newton Titan and lifted up and then one-shotted. That's just what happens with this weapon. Again, fun factor, right? Would it not be appropriate to reconsider the damage output of this weapon? Because yeah, it has a reload and it makes it weaker as a brawler, but in return it gets 800 meters range. So you kind of already have that going and compensated, right? You don't really need to care about that part of the balancing so much. So you can leave the damage output lower, if you ask me. Yeah, just my opinion here. Anyways, let's keep rocking. We're on Carrier now, shooting at max range of 800 meters, and there is a good reason for that, because I expect many Newtons in the other team, and there is already one of them. And you know what the Newton Titan is gonna do with me when he lifts me up? Because I don't know why the Newton Titan can lift you up at 800 meters. That is pretty crazy. To be honest, I'm not even sure what his maximum range is, but he can do it at 800 meters. Look, there's a Rook coming in. 800 meters, zang, overpower ability, broken his middle shield and did 30% additional damage to the Titan. Which means that the middle shield already basically almost absorbs the same amount as a Heimdall shield. Almost. Which is crazy because the Heimdall only gets that one shield in the middle. That's it. The Rook gets like so many and you get them back, right? So how is it that each individual shield protects him this much? It's just balancing the problems. It really is. It really is a big one. There are multiple ways. So now I got lifted up by the enemy Newton Titan. I immediately quick swapped to him and took revenge on him. But I think he walked out of my range as I was firing. That's why he didn't lose so much damage or HP in this situation. But also I didn't get one hit killed, thankfully. And we're still shooting that Rook. Zhang. That was with, I think his shields were broken in that moment. Yeah, he's not bringing the shields back. And with the next shot, we get him instantly killed. Through his flight even. Which is interesting. Yeah, so ladies and gents, I wish you a wonderful Saturday. I wish you an even more wonderful Sunday. Hopefully you guys use the chance for the last opportunity here for the giveaway. On the 200 Ophions. Next video in probably 2 days will announce the winners. And other than that, yeah, stay tuned generally, because there's not just this giveaway going on. We also have Rook giveaways in form of the challenge going on with the Nuka Rook challenge, right? So that's a great ending. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for being with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni signing off. Bye-bye.